everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're fascinated by history, philosophy, or the way ancient wisdom can shape our lives today, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into Bushido, the Soul of Japan by Inazo Nitobe, a book that peels back the layers of the samurai code and reveals timeless lessons for modern living. Written in 1899, this classic explores the moral and ethical backbone of Japan's warrior class. Whether you're here for history or personal growth, stick around. This is going to be epic. Let's get started. Origins of Bushido. So what is Bushido? The word literally means the way of the warrior, but it goes far beyond fighting techniques. It's a moral code followed by the samurai class of feudal Japan. Bushido developed from a mix of Zen Buddhism, Confucianism, and Shinto beliefs, blending spiritual insight, social ethics, and fierce loyalty. Zen taught calmness and discipline. Confucianism added order, hierarchy, and duty. Shinto inspired reverence for tradition and ancestry. This fusion created a uniquely Japanese framework for ethical living. It was never officially written down until later, but its influence ran deep through Japanese culture for centuries. Samurai absorbed Bushido from stories, mentors, and rituals, not textbooks. It was a lived philosophy. Inazo Nitobe's mission. Inazo Nitobe wrote Bushido, the Soul of Japan, in 1899 while living in the West. His goal? To explain Japanese values to Western readers, especially Americans and Europeans. He saw that the West had its own codes, like chivalry or Christian morality, and he wanted to show that Bushido was Japan's version. Nitobe was a scholar, a diplomat, and a bridge between cultures. His English was elegant, and he used Western ideas to explain Eastern thinking. He didn't just write a book, he opened a dialogue between two worlds. It became one of the first major books to make Japanese culture accessible to a global audience, and it's still in print today. The 7 Virtues of Bushido. At the heart of Bushido are 7 core virtues. These weren't laws carved in stone. They were principles lived out in everyday actions. Let's break them down. Rectitude, gi, the courage to do what is right. This is the backbone of character. A true samurai acts justly, even when no one is watching. In modern life, this might mean standing up against injustice or making a tough ethical decision at work. Courage, not reckless bravery, but moral courage. Facing danger or difficulty without fear, guided by wisdom. Think of it as the strength to be vulnerable, to speak your truth, or to chase your purpose despite the odds. Benevolence, jin. Power must be tempered by kindness. A strong warrior is also generous, merciful, and empathetic. This echoes in today's leaders who balance authority with compassion. Politeness, rei. Courtesy is essential, even in combat. It's about treating others with respect, regardless of status. In a digital world where tempers flare easily, rei reminds us that dignity and manners are still powerful. Honesty. A samurai's word is sacred. Lying, cheating, or deceiving is beneath a warrior's dignity. What if our promises carried the same weight today? Honor, meiyo. Reputation and self-worth are everything. To bring shame upon oneself or one's family was seen as worse than death. In a cancel culture era, what does personal honor mean to us now? Loyalty, total devotion to one's master, family, or cause. betrayal was unthinkable. This can apply to friendships, teams, and communities. Loyalty builds unshakable bonds. Together, these values created a moral compass that guided every choice in war and in peace. Death and the samurai. Death plays a powerful role in Bushido. Samurai were taught to accept death at any time with complete calm. Because once you no longer fear death, you become truly free to act with integrity. Nitobe emphasizes that death is not to be pursued, but neither is it to be feared. This acceptance created warriors who were mentally unbreakable. Today, we can think of it as embracing the impermanence of life, living fully without fear holding us back. This mindset parallels the Stoic idea of memento mori, remembering death not as a grim shadow, but as a call to live intentionally. Bushido in everyday life. Bushido wasn't just for the battlefield. It shaped daily life, education, family values, and even business ethics in Japan. Samurai were expected to lead by example. Their conduct taught children discipline, respect, and responsibility. In schools, teachers were mentors. In homes, parents were role models. In companies, leaders are expected to care for their employees, like warriors, protecting their clans. Even in today's Japan, echoes of Bushido can be seen in punctuality, humility, commitment to excellence, and the sense of collective duty over personal ego. East meets West. One of the most interesting parts of the book is how Nitobe compares Bushido to Western values. He links rectitude to Aristotle's justice, benevolence to Christian charity, honor to the knightly code of chivalry. He makes it clear that while cultures differ, core moral values often overlap. This bridge building helps us appreciate not just the uniqueness of Bushido, but the universality of striving to be good, just, and noble, criticisms and legacy. Like any philosophy, Bushido isn't perfect. Critics point out that it idealizes feudal values and excludes women. Others say it was romanticized during Japan's militarist era, especially during the 20th century, to justify nationalism. But Nitobe's goal wasn't to defend the past, it was to understand it. He was writing at a time of rapid modernization, when Japan was finding its place in a globalized world. Bushido, the soul of Japan, invites reflection. What do we stand for? What values guide our lives today? What does honor mean in an age of instant gratification? Final takeaway. So what can we take from Bushido today? It's not about becoming a warrior. It's about living with intention, discipline, and integrity. It's about mastering yourself before you try to master the world. Whether you're leading a team, raising a family, or just trying to become better, the spirit of Bushido can be your guide. And maybe, just maybe, the world needs a little more Bushido today. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this summary, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs some ancient wisdom in their modern life. Until next time, choose your values wisely and walk your path with honor.